To be honest with you, I think all questions are fair, but that's me deliberately trying to be nice. To be honest with you, there's some questions, if you follow me here from time to time, that I'm going to just straight up tell you. There is education, there's continuing education. The the one industry that really changes a lot, okay, is marketing. Okay, that's the one anything that you have marketing attached to will change a lot. Why? Because people change. Okay, that's the one thing that's constant with people, and that's change. And more so, the way people respond to marketing message will change. Okay, where people decide to put their attention. Remember, the first part about all of this is attention, right? Where people put their attention will also change. Okay, so with that being said, because all of those things will change, you have to stay on top of your toes. You have to pay attention. So that will change. So continuing education is just very important. With that being said, let's make sure if you're brand new here, welcome. My name is Ola, and this is my Empire Pro Studios. We reside on myEmpirePRO.com. You can go grab this book for free. Okay, the PDF version is free. It's called Smart Real Estate Wholesaling. There's a second book that I wrote more recently called Real Estate Money Secrets. I don't have a copy here to show you, but you get a copy so you get two books basically at smartrealestatewholesaling.com. Okay, so let's talk about continuing education. What do I mean by that? In recent times, you probably have noticed that a lot of the gurus are talking about mastermind. Okay, mastermind is a great way to have continuing education. We do run a mastermind here called the Three Pillar System. You can find it at www.threepillarsystem.com. So basically, it's a community. More so, it's an educational system. Okay, it's a training system where you're incentivized for simply going through the training that you need to win in this game. Okay, and how long is it going to take you? Well, I always tell people you should dedicate some time to it, but usually within our system, in 1 or 2 days if this is what you need, if that's what you want to acquire your training. But the very unique thing to our training is the fact that you're incentivized for going through your training. But let me get back to the topic, which is continuing education. I'm 15 years in the game. I'm still learning. There are things to learn, and one of the biggest mistakes I see people make is they try to learn everything there is to know before they get started, before they start taking action. What do I mean by taking action? Marketing. That's the action that you have to take basically, and especially if you're a newbie, the place where you're needed in the game is marketing, is coming up, finding, sourcing leads, sourcing deals, right? Finding the deals, right? That's what makes you a real estate wholesaler. That's what makes you a professional wholesaling real estate professional. Flipping houses, brokering houses. All of those things depend, okay, on the person that's sourcing the deals. Okay, so if you can learn that, right? If you can learn that, you'll be able to fill a place where there's a big gap in the industry, which is finding the deals. Another place where there's a big gap in the industry is finding buyers, finding buyers that can qualify to buy a lot of these real estate deals without people that will be satisfied, place where the game is missing a lot. And you may say, but there are realtors. Let me tell you something. Realtors are supposed to be marketers, but majority of them don't understand that either, and many of them are chasing after family and friends as opposed to learning how to market the proper way. So wholesalers, realtors, any of these things, none of those stuff or those titles fund the business or source deals into the business. What sources deals into the business is what I'm here to train you. That's marketing. And when it comes to marketing, obviously we live in a digital age. You need to be doing it from a digital age standpoint. Okay, that means you should learn things like PPC, you should learn things like Facebook marketing, you should learn things that involves putting capturing attention on this device right here on the phone, because that's where majority of your potential clients, that's where their attention is, right? On their phone, not on the billboards, not anywhere else, not in the newspaper. They're on the phone. So you need to learn how to place an ad, learn how to place marketing, learn how to place your I buy houses on the phones, right? On the screen of the phone. That means on the Instagram, on Facebook, on social media, on YouTube. These platforms where you yourself know that's where you spend the most time ever. Now, in this digital age, that's how you become a marketer. You say, hey, what do I do? You say, what does this people do? This is where the attention is. Wherever the attention is, you need to put attention on there. You need to put your marketing message there. And in order to be able to do that, you need to educate yourself on how to market in a digital age. Not just educate yourself, but in a continual way. You have to have continuing education, and that's the third C. And everything else is perfect. The idea here is to get customers. Another C, okay? Convert leads to deals, okay? Basically, that's where the money is. But everything I've been talking about with you in this 5-part series is everything in between that must happen. You gotta have attention. You gotta give value to convert to people, to customers, clients, and deals, right? You gotta have consistency. You got to be consistent, because the first time you do it, it may not hit. The second may not hit. It may be the third that will hit. Your first may hit and nothing will hit for the next 50 one, right? The consistency is how you're going to figure out your own system. That's how you're going to design your own system. I can give you my own system like that, but you need to understand, have the skills on how it works. So it comes down to, you got to commit. Through the process of committing, you have to be educating yourself, but more importantly, you have to be involved in continuing education. You ever bought a course online and then 3 months later the course is obsolete because the skills or the strategy used in the course is not valid any longer, right? That's what I'm talking about. So because of that, okay, you need to learn how to put yourself in a place where you are constantly soaking in education. That's why masterminds are good, because you surround yourself with people that also know the value of education on an ongoing basis, right? So naturally, by default, you will capture certain things, and they may say one terminology or something like that, and you'll be like, yeah, what's that? Or what's a PPC? Or what's a SEO? What is the attribution, right? What's audience? What's custom audience, right? And some of these terms, you're going to hear them because you're surrounded by the business and you're passionate and you're committed to your success. You're going to ask questions and people will give you material. People will send you a link and they say, hey, yeah, go watch this video. And then boom, you're one step ahead of majority of the population trying to make money in real estate wholesaling. I see them in the groups. They're all in the YouTube comment areas. They're all giving each other advices, but no one is really talking about marketing, which is the only way to source deals into this game. No one is talking about that. People are busy asking questions like, what's the right contract to use here? As a matter of fact, we just had an example. I'm going to show you that example. I'm going to share that example. We just had an example like literally like a few minutes ago of somebody asking, to be honest with you, I think all questions are fair, but that's me deliberately trying to be nice. To be honest with you, there's some questions, if you follow me here from time to time, that I'm going to just straight up tell you that those are stupid questions. Okay, I'm going to straight up tell you those are stupid questions. But generally speaking, in reality, there's no such thing as stupid questions. I'm just telling you, when I see some of this question, it's a sign that you have not, number one, you don't have a mentor. Okay, when I see any of this question, it's a sign that you're not engaged with a mentor and a coach. You're not a part of a mastermind. Okay, you're not paying a consistent attention to the game. So those are two things: attention, consistency. You're not committed to success in this game, and chances are you're looking for freebies. This is a freebie. This is a free video right here. So, and I spend my time, and my time is very expensive in shooting these videos. So there's nothing wrong with free, but the free can only get you so far, just so you know. And I give a lot of nuggets here that a lot of people can take to the bank. The in-betweens, a lot of them you're gonna hear here. You're gonna hear it here. But I'm gonna tell you that at the end of the day, You have to pay your dues, just like I paid my dues, and everyone that's creating any kind of success paid their dues. They can go to the school of hard knocks, or they can just invest in their education. um, More so, like I said, it's a continuing education deal. It's not something you're going to learn. So there's a person here says questions: what contracts are needed for sellers and buyers? That's a person looking for free information. uh, how do I know it's free? They're not even willing to invest time, because that's something you can Google, right? So you can even invest time, go to Google and search around, read a few blog posts, but you're looking for a quick answer from somebody looking: what contract and seller? Well, you need a sales contract. Boom. Right? What do you mean contract? Do you want me to give you something you can download? That's really where they're getting at. They're looking for something completely for free, and they expect to make money. Well, you can't mix the two together. You have to invest something, at least time, right? Number two, then it gives me like, this long questions. Number two question says: what states are real estate attorneys required, and what states can you just use title companies? Those are questions that belong in a local those are questions number one you don't to ask unless you have a deal that you're trying to do. Okay, that the answer to that question is absolutely not necessary if you don't have a lead, like a motivated seller that you're talking to in the moment. If you don't have a contract signed, you don't need answers to that question. It's useless. It's a useless, because you're gonna forget. I can't tell you how many times you just like tax deed and tax. There's a tax deed state. There's a tax lien state. Up till now, every time I need to know that information, I have to Google it. And I've closed deals in multiple states, and I still need to know which one is which one. And yes, involving tax delinquencies and stuff like that too. But people that don't have mentors, again, they continue to ask the wrong question. The question you must be asking is: how do I start marketing? And how do I plug in into a community where I can continue to learn marketing? Because I know for a fact it's changing on a daily basis. Those are the questions you need to ask. And the person says, number three, assignment contract. So basically, they watch a YouTube video, they're looking for a place where they can pick together the pieces of the stuff they think they need. What you need is marketing. You don't need any of this stuff unless you've learned how to generate a lead first. Unless you've generated a lead first, you don't need any of this. You don't need an assignment contract, because if you truly need it and you have a lead in your hand, you will go to Google, you will Google it, you will find a few samples out there, and you can retype it if you have to. If what you found is an image, you can find it in different places, or you can just ask a title company in your local market. But again, these are people looking for freebies. In case you fall in that category, you know how to fix yourself up and learn how to start playing this game like a real player, right? Number four, how to do a double close. Why do you need to know that? You're not a title company. You're not a you're not a lawyer. You don't have a lead. Again, why do you need to know that, right? Any special sites with list of buyers. Those are extremely, I dare say these are stupid questions. I don't believe there's such a thing as stupid question, but I'm so confused with these questions right now that I'm forced to say they're stupid questions. This is the result of having an arena of people full of people not trying to educate themselves. You and I can fix that. We need to help people gravitate towards education. And the person says best tools to keep track of everything: sellers, buyers, how much a home being sold for to my buyer, and my profit. Skip trade software, how to properly see. So I'm going to say, instead of saying it's a stupid question, the person is a joke star, basically. Okay, but for real, there's a lot of people asking these questions that are not useful for anyone. They don't benefit no one. Learn how to market. When you learn how to market, you generate leads. When you generate leads, or if you're a seller, all of those answers will come to you because you have a real need to close them. I guarantee you, the person asking those questions will ask 3 months from now again, because they haven't really done shit. Okay, 6 months from now they ask the same question again. All right, so let's get you inside the education you need. Start from the book. It's free. You like free stuff? Smart Real Estate Wholesaling. I pour my heart and my soul. 15 years of experience in this. SmartRealEstateWholesaling.com. And I'll give you a second bonus book. It's a 200 pages book called Real Estate Money Secrets. They're all available everywhere, but just go to smartrealestatewholesaling.com. Hopefully you've been enlightened and educated, and I'll see you on the next one. And peace.